Welcome to Conspiracy Theories and Cover-Ups. I'm your host, Ben Carter. Have you ever gazed up at the stars and wondered who or what might be out there? Such contemplation is as old as humanity itself. And yet, in the ancient texts of the Sumerians, a people who lived over 5,000 years ago in modern-day Iraq, we find stories of gods who descended from the heavens. These beings, known as the Anunnaki, were said to have created mankind and bestowed upon us the gifts of civilization. This narrative, etched into clay tablets millennia ago, is as provocative now as it was then. But what if they were more than myth? What if these gods were, in fact, extraterrestrial visitors? The Anunnaki, meaning those of royal blood or princely offspring in the ancient Sumerian language, play a significant role in the pantheon of Sumerian gods. According to the Sumerian creation myth, the Anunnaki were responsible for the creation of humanity intended to serve as laborers. They were, in essence, the divine puppet masters pulling the strings behind the stage of human history. But what if we view these stories from another perspective? Could the Anunnaki be ancient astronauts, aliens who visited Earth in the distant past, influencing our civilization and perhaps even manipulating our genetic code? This theory, often relegated to the realms of science fiction and conspiracy, has gained traction in recent decades, fueled by unexplained archaeological findings, enigmatic ancient texts, and modern scientific advancements in fields such as genetics and astronomy. Consider the complexity of the Sumerian civilization. They were one of the first societies to develop a written language, advanced architecture, and a complex system of laws and governance, all seemingly overnight. Such rapid advancement begs the question, was there external influence at play? And if so, could that influence have been extraterrestrial? The Sumerians themselves attributed their knowledge and progress to the Anunnaki. In numerous texts, these gods are depicted as beings of immense power and wisdom, descending from the sky to impart knowledge to mankind. But the descriptions of the Anunnaki and their feats echo modern interpretations of extraterrestrial encounters, advanced technology, knowledge beyond our current understanding, and beings descending from the sky. The Anunnaki are shrouded in mystery, their existence straddling the line between myth and reality. Were they gods, as the ancient Sumerians believed, or were they extraterrestrials, as some contemporary theorists suggest? The answer may lie somewhere in between, in a realm where myth and reality intersect. As we delve deeper into the enigmatic world of the Anunnaki, we find ourselves on a journey not only through the annals of our ancient past, but also towards a greater understanding of our place in the universe. The origins of the Anunnaki lore can be traced back to the cradle of civilization. The ancient Sumerians were among the first cultures to develop a complex society, complete with its own language, laws, and architectural feats. Emerging around 4500 BCE in Mesopotamia, what is now modern-day Iraq, the Sumerians tell tales of the Anunnaki in their cuneiform texts, detailing their interactions with these divine beings. The political climate in Sumer was often tumultuous. City-states frequently waged war against each other for control of resources and territory. It was within this climate of instability that the Anunnaki were revered and sought after. Their divine intervention sought to bring order to chaos, knowledge to the ignorant, and prosperity to the impoverished. This reverence for the Anunnaki was not limited to the Sumerians. Neighboring cultures, such as the Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians, also integrated these divine beings into their pantheon, further spreading the influence of the Anunnaki across the ancient Near East. The Anunnaki were seen not just as gods, but as teachers and guides, their knowledge and wisdom a beacon in a world often fraught with uncertainty and fear. Yet, for all their prominence in ancient lore, there's an aura of secrecy surrounding the Anunnaki. Many ancient texts referencing them were destroyed or lost to time, leaving us with fragments of the original narratives. The Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the earliest known works of literature, makes multiple references to the Anunnaki, yet much of their role and significance within the story remains enigmatic due to missing sections of text. This veil of mystery only fuels the intrigue and speculation surrounding these ancient beings. The secrecy extends to the depiction of the Anunnaki. Unlike other deities in the Sumerian pantheon, depictions of the Anunnaki are sparse, and those that do exist often portray them in unusual ways. Some show them as humanoid figures, others as beings with the heads of lions or birds, and still others as creatures unlike anything found in nature. This inconsistency in their portrayal adds to the enigma of the Anunnaki, suggesting they were seen as beings beyond human comprehension. Historically, the Anunnaki have been viewed as divine entities, but the mystery surrounding them leaves room for alternative interpretations. Could these beings, described as descending from the heavens and possessing knowledge beyond human understanding, have been visitors from another planet? The notion is tantalizing, and as we delve deeper into the Anunnaki's lore, we find ourselves faced with more questions than answers. The journey into the realm of the Anunnaki is a journey into the unknown, a voyage through the murky waters of history, myth, and speculation. The narrative of the Anunnaki is incomplete without discussing the key figures and organizations that have kept their story alive and brought it into the modern era. Central to this narrative has been a man named Zecharia Sitchin, a writer and researcher who devoted much of his life to interpreting ancient Sumerian texts and propagating the theory that the Anunnaki were not deities but extraterrestrial beings. Sitchin, born in Azerbaijan and raised in Palestine, was fluent in multiple languages, including Hebrew and English. He also claimed to have taught himself Sumerian cuneiform and the related Akkadian language, skills that allowed him to interpret ancient tablets in a way that few others could. He wrote extensively about the Anunnaki, interpreting their role as that of alien creators who engineered the human race. In his series of books known as The Earth Chronicles, Sitchin claimed that the Anunnaki were a race of extraterrestrials from a planet beyond Neptune called Nibiru. According to his translations, these beings came to Earth in search of gold needed to repair their planet's deteriorating atmosphere. Unable to mine the gold themselves, the Anunnaki supposedly created humans as a labor force, genetically engineering them from primitive hominids. Another figure who has played a significant role in the Anunnaki narrative is Erich von Däniken, a Swiss author who popularized the theory of ancient astronauts in his book Chariots of the Gods. Von Däniken proposed that the technologies and religions of many ancient civilizations were given to them by extraterrestrial beings who were mistakenly worshipped as gods. The Ancient Astronaut Society, founded by von Däniken, has been instrumental in promoting this narrative and connecting it with various ancient civilizations around the world. The society, comprised of individuals from diverse backgrounds and professions, seeks to explore and discuss the possibility of extraterrestrial influence on ancient human history. They have often cited the Anunnaki as evidence of their theories. These figures and organizations have been crucial in propelling the narrative of the Anunnaki from ancient texts to modern dialogues. Their interpretations, while controversial and often challenged by mainstream academia, have sparked a global conversation about the nature of our past and the possible existence of ancient extraterrestrial visitations. The Anunnaki, as described by Sitchin and von Däniken, embody the mystery and intrigue that lie at the heart of these conversations. As the discourse regarding the Anunnaki began to spread across the globe, so too did the emergence of tantalizing evidence and critical events that seem to lend credence to these theories. A series of discoveries, incidents, and leaks have fueled the public's fascination with this ancient narrative, with each revelation adding another layer to the enigmatic puzzle that is the Anunnaki. One noteworthy incident took place during the infamous Roswell UFO incident in 1947. According to certain theorists, an alien spacecraft crashed near Roswell, New Mexico, and the wreckage, along with the extraterrestrial occupants, were recovered by the U.S. government. While the official narrative dismissed the incident as the crash of a weather balloon, many believe that this was a cover-up. Some proponents of the Anunnaki theory suggest that the beings found at Roswell could have been Anunnaki themselves, or at least related to them in some way. In the 1970s, a leaked document known as the Majestic 12 Papers surfaced, purportedly revealing a secret committee of scientists, military leaders, and government officials formed in 1947 by an executive order by U.S. President Harry S. Truman. This clandestine group was allegedly tasked with recovering and investigating alien spacecraft, further stoking the flames of the Anunnaki theory. In terms of physical evidence, perhaps the most compelling are the numerous ancient artifacts and structures that seemingly defy conventional explanation. For example, the ancient Sumerian city of Eridu, considered the oldest city in the world, has been linked to the Anunnaki. The city's advanced architecture and infrastructure, which includes complex water systems and impressive structures, suggest a level of technological prowess seemingly out of place for the time. Moreover, the Sumerian king list, an ancient manuscript originally recorded in the Sumerian language, listing kings of Sumer, their supposed reign lengths, and the locations of their kingdoms, is another piece of evidence. Interestingly, the list makes references to rulers who lived for thousands of years, a lifespan attributed to the Anunnaki. And then there are the countless Sumerian tablets, with their intricate carvings and cuneiform inscriptions. These tablets often depict beings of immense size and unusual features, which some interpret as the Anunnaki. All these factors combined have helped to bring the Anunnaki theory into the spotlight, challenging conventional views of history and human evolution, and inviting us to reconsider what we think we know about our ancient past. As controversial as they may be, these theories continue to captivate the interest of those who dare to question the accepted narrative and seek out the hidden truths of our existence. While the Anunnaki theory has gained traction in certain circles, it's equally true that there has been considerable resistance to its acceptance. This resistance, some argue, is not merely due to scientific skepticism or lack of evidence, but a result of deliberate suppression by powerful entities, including governments, corporations, and institutions. Throughout history, there have been numerous allegations of information suppression related to the extraterrestrial phenomenon. The Roswell incident, for instance, has been at the center of many cover-up allegations. Despite the official explanation of a weather balloon crash, many believe that it was an elaborate ruse to hide the truth of an extraterrestrial encounter. The Majestic 12 Papers, despite their controversial origins, are seen by some as proof of a high-level cover-up of extraterrestrial matters. The alleged secret committee's mission to investigate alien spacecraft, if true, suggests an active effort to control the narrative and withhold information from the public. There have also been allegations of witness silencing. Individuals claiming to have had encounters with extraterrestrial beings or those who have stumbled upon uncomfortable evidence have reported threats, intimidation, and even disappearances. These cases, often dismissed as conspiracy theories, nonetheless add a layer of intrigue and suspicion to the entire discourse. Then there are the countless ancient artifacts and structures linked to the Anunnaki, many of which are kept in restricted sections of museums or in private collections, inaccessible to the general public and researchers. Critics argue that this is a deliberate tactic to control the narrative and suppress alternative theories about our ancient past. Additionally, the mainstream academic community's reluctance to acknowledge the Anunnaki theory is perceived by some as a form of institutional suppression. Critics argue that this reluctance stems not from a lack of evidence or logical incoherence, but from the fear of overturning established paradigms. Whether these allegations of information suppression and control are true or merely a product of paranoia and conspiracy theories is a matter of perspective. What is undeniable, however, is that the Anunnaki theory, despite the pushback, continues to provoke thought, challenge accepted narratives, and inspire a quest for hidden truths. One can't help but wonder what may be unearthed should these alleged suppressions be lifted. But for now, the mysteries of the Anunnaki remain shrouded in secrecy, awaiting the light of revelation. In the midst of this controversy, there have been individuals who dared to challenge the status quo, whistleblowers who endeavored to expose the truth, albeit at a high personal cost. One such figure is the late Philip Schneider. A self-proclaimed ex-government structural engineer, Schneider shocked the world with his claims of secret underground bases, alien human treaties, and evidence of extraterrestrial presence on Earth. His untimely death in 1996, ruled a suicide, sparked controversy with many speculating that he was silenced due to his revelations. Another notable figure is Robert Dean, a retired command sergeant major, who claimed to have had access to a classified NATO document detailing the reality of extraterrestrial life and its implications for humanity. Dean, who passed away in 2018, spent the latter part of his life advocating for full disclosure, despite facing ridicule and discrediting attempts. Then there's Linda Moulton Howe, an investigative journalist who has dedicated her career to exploring the Anunnaki theory and other extraterrestrial phenomena. She has faced numerous obstacles in her pursuit of the truth, including attempts to discredit her work and hinder her access to information. Yet her resolve remains unbroken, and she continues to be a leading voice in the call for transparency and disclosure. But the quest for truth does not come without risks. Whistleblowers and truth seekers often face severe consequences. They risk their reputation, personal safety, and even their lives to bring hidden information to light. They are often labeled as conspiracy theorists, discredited and ridiculed. Some have reported threats and intimidation, while others have mysteriously disappeared or died under suspicious circumstances. These individuals and their stories add another layer to the Anunnaki narrative, challenging the mainstream discourse and suggesting a far-reaching cover-up. Their experiences, whether you choose to believe them or not, are a stark reminder of the potential risks associated with challenging established paradigms and seeking forbidden knowledge. Despite the barriers and potential dangers, the quest for the truth about the Anunnaki continues. This pursuit is driven by a desire to understand our origins, to uncover the hidden truths of our past, and to explore the potential implications for our future. It's a journey that invites us all to question, to seek, and to wonder. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of the Anunnaki, we are reminded that the pursuit of knowledge, no matter how forbidden, is a fundamental aspect of the human experience. And so, the quest continues. In our ongoing examination of the Anunnaki theory, it's essential to note the key evidence that fuels the debate. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence is the Sumerian texts themselves. The Sumerians were among the earliest civilizations to develop writing, and their cuneiform tablets have provided historians with a wealth of information about their culture and beliefs. These tablets speak frequently of the Anunnaki, describing them as a group of deities with significant influence over Earth and its inhabitants. These texts certainly present a fascinating portrait of the Anunnaki, but some theorists argue that their portrayal isn't just allegorical or mythological. Zecharia Sitchin, a controversial figure in the field, claimed that his translations of the texts revealed that the Anunnaki were extraterrestrial beings who genetically engineered humans. While his interpretations have been widely disputed by mainstream scholars, they have also found a substantial following among those open to alternative theories of human origins. Further stoking the debate are the declassified files from Project Blue Book, the U.S. Air Force's investigation into unidentified flying objects, UFOs, from 1952 to 1969. While the official conclusion was that the UFOs didn't pose a threat to national security and were not evidence of extraterrestrial life, the thousands of documents released to the public have provided a treasure trove of information for UFO researchers. Many believe that these files contain oblique references or coded messages that support the Anunnaki theory, though these interpretations are, of course, hotly debated. In more recent times, several whistleblowers have come forward to claim that they have insider knowledge of government interactions with extraterrestrial beings. While their testimonies are often dismissed as fabrications or delusions, they nevertheless add to the growing body of evidence supporting the existence of the Anunnaki. Perhaps one of the most intriguing pieces of evidence is the inexplicable advanced technology of ancient civilizations. From the precise construction of the Egyptian pyramids to the intricate astronomical knowledge of the Mayans, many believe these feats were only possible with extraterrestrial assistance. This evidence, while certainly not definitive, adds considerable fuel to the ongoing debate about the Anunnaki. It invites us to question our understanding of history and humanity's place in the universe, and encourages us to keep seeking answers in the face of mystery and uncertainty. As we dig deeper into the wealth of information and perspectives surrounding the Anunnaki, we are continually reminded of the complexity and intrigue of this enigmatic theory. The revelation of the Anunnaki theory has had a profound effect on society. With every new claim, every piece of evidence, every whistleblower, the public continues to be divided into believers, skeptics, and those who are simply curious. The media, always hungry for a sensational story, has played a significant role in shaping the public's perception of the Anunnaki. Stories of ancient gods or alien creators of humanity have been fodder for numerous articles, documentaries, and discussions. The controversial theory has been spotlighted in mainstream media outlets and alternative media platforms alike, sparking debates among scholars, conspiracy theorists, and the general public. However, the media's handling of the Anunnaki theory has not been without controversy. Critics argue that the sensationalism surrounding the story often outweighs the hard facts, leading to misinformation and fostering mistrust. Some have accused the media of exploiting the public's fascination with the unknown, while others contend that they are dismissive of alternative theories, further dividing the public and undermining trust in the media. Denials and controversies are no strangers to the Anunnaki theory. Mainstream scientists and scholars have largely dismissed the idea of the Anunnaki as ancient astronauts or creators of humanity, citing a lack of empirical evidence and accusing proponents of cherry-picking data to fit their theories. These denials have only served to fuel the debate, with believers accusing the scientific establishment of suppressing forbidden knowledge for fear of destabilizing established norms. The controversies surrounding the Anunnaki theory have also seeped into popular culture. Numerous books, movies, and TV shows have drawn inspiration from the idea of the Anunnaki as ancient gods or alien creators of humanity, further ingraining the theory into the public consciousness. The Anunnaki narrative has also sparked a broader discussion on trust in authority. The idea that governments could be hiding evidence of extraterrestrial life has stoked public suspicion and fueled conspiracy theories. The release of declassified UFO files, while failing to provide definitive proof of extraterrestrial life, has added fuel to these suspicions, with some interpreting the lack of clear answers as evidence of a cover-up. As society continues to grapple with the Anunnaki theory, it is clear that our fascination with the unknown, our need for answers, and our desire to understand our origins will continue to drive the debate, regardless of controversies, denials, or the lack of definitive proof. As the story unfolds, one thing remains certain. The Anunnaki theory continues to challenge our perceptions of history, humanity, and our place in the universe. The Anunnaki narrative has had an enduring influence on modern culture, politics, and technology, a clear testament to the staying power of this ancient mythology. From influencing popular culture to shaping conspiracy theories, the legacy of the Anunnaki is undeniably intertwined with our society. One of the most visible influences of the Anunnaki theory is the impact on the entertainment industry. From blockbuster movies to best-selling novels, the idea of ancient gods or alien creators has infused many narratives with a sense of grandeur and mystery. The enduring popularity of these stories suggests an innate human fascination with the unknown, a desire to understand our origins, and a willingness to question established doctrines. The Anunnaki theory also permeates the world of politics, often linked to conspiracy theories involving governments and powerful institutions. The notion that these bodies could be hiding evidence of extraterrestrial life or ancient advanced civilizations has influenced public perception of authority, fostering mistrust and skepticism towards official narratives. This has led to a wave of independent research and citizen journalism, as individuals take it upon themselves to uncover what they believe to be the truth. In terms of technology, the influence of the Anunnaki theory is perhaps most evident in the realm of online communities and digital media. The advent of the Internet has allowed for the widespread dissemination of alternative theories and forbidden knowledge, with the Anunnaki theory being one of the most popular. This has given rise to a multitude of online communities, forums, blogs, and social media accounts dedicated to discussing, debating, and dissecting the theory. The legacy of the Anunnaki theory, then, is not merely a historical curiosity, but an active cultural force that continues to shape our world. It serves as a testament to humanity's enduring fascination with the unknown and our willingness to question established doctrines. The lessons from this enduring influence are manifold. It speaks to the persistent human desire for knowledge, the power of storytelling, and the capacity of alternative theories to challenge established norms. It also raises important questions about the role of authority and the trust we place in institutions. As we continue to grapple with the Anunnaki theory, these lessons remain as relevant today as they were in the ancient times when the Anunnaki were first spoken of. The Anunnaki narrative, whether it is fact or fiction, continues to spark curiosity, debate, and reflection, reminding us of the enduring power of mythology and the human desire to understand our place in the universe. As this exploration draws to a close, we are left with more questions than answers. The mystery surrounding the Anunnaki continues to shroud our understanding, lending an enigmatic allure to this ancient narrative. Who were the Anunnaki? Were they indeed divine beings, as the ancient Sumerians believed, or could they have been extraterrestrial beings, as modern theorists propose? Why did they come to Earth, and what role did they play in shaping human civilization? These questions, while unanswered, keep the story alive, fueling the human imagination and the quest for knowledge. The Anunnaki narrative underscores the complexity of human understanding and the vastness of the universe we inhabit. It highlights the limitations of our knowledge and the infinite potential for discovery. It reminds us of the power of mythology in shaping our worldview and the influence of these ancient narratives on our modern lives. The Anunnaki theory, in its many guises, serves as a mirror reflecting our human desire to understand our origins and our place in the cosmos. Whether the Anunnaki were gods, aliens, or mythological figures, their story has had a profound impact on human culture and consciousness. The narrative has been a source of fascination, skepticism, and intrigue, sparking debates and discussions across centuries and continents. It has inspired countless works of art, literature, and cinema, and continues to be a compelling subject of study in various fields, from archaeology to anthropology to ufology. In the realm of the occult and forbidden knowledge, the Anunnaki hold a prominent place. Their story is shrouded in secrecy and ambiguity, fueling speculations and theories that push the boundaries of conventional wisdom. The allure of the Anunnaki, it seems, lies in their enigma. They are a symbol of the unknown, the unexplained, the unexplored. They evoke a sense of mystery and intrigue that continues to captivate the human mind, stirring up a whirlwind of questions that linger in our collective consciousness. As the curtain falls on this exploration, we are left with a sense of awe and wonder. The story of the Anunnaki, in all its variants, is a testament to the power of mythology and the human imagination. It is a reminder of the mysteries of our past, the complexities of our present, and the possibilities of our future. As we delve deeper into the realms of forbidden knowledge, the enigma of the Anunnaki serves as a beacon, illuminating our quest for understanding and pushing us to question, to seek, to explore. The story of the Anunnaki, in its mystery and secrecy, remains an enduring narrative, a fascinating riddle waiting to be solved. And as we continue this quest for knowledge, one thing is certain. The story of the Anunnaki will remain a captivating part of our human journey, a symbol of our enduring fascination with the unknown. Thanks for listening. This has been Conspiracy Theories and Cover-Ups. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you'd like to support the show, subscribe to the Forbidden Knowledge Network on Patreon. Subscribe now.